Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you're ready for this special part 2 of our 2-part Fun Artifact Friday. If you didn't watch last week's video, I recommend going to check that out first. Now hold on to your seats, the tour is about to begin. And even if you've been here before, I wouldn't miss this tour because I'm going to be showing you parts of the museum that are accessible only to staff. When you walk in the front doors, the tour begins. We of course have our front desk where you will always find someone who is happy to help you, a cozy place to sit in what would have once been the Oaks family parlor, and our gift shop full of local art, gifts, and other various treasures. To our right, we have the grand dining room, which leads into our little staff kitchen. This is where the cookies are kept. Don't tell anyone. Have you ever wondered what this thing is? We'll talk more about it downstairs. On the way down to the basement, we always stop to admire the view. It may not be quite the same as it was, as there have been changes made to the building over time, but it's still a sight to behold. Down here in the basement, it's always chilly. We have several storage areas to protect and preserve our vast artifact collection. Shelves and objects are labeled and coded so that we can find things when we need them. Believe it or not, when Harry had the Chateau rebuilt, he included a 6-car drive-through garage that went underneath the home where we're standing right now. This is an incredibly unique feature to the home that you wouldn't regularly see in houses today, let alone in a time when it was rare for one family to have 1 car, let alone as many as 6. We also have a 2-part industrial kitchen that makes hosting events and activities at the museum a lot easier. Now, let's go back to that weird thing that we started showing you upstairs. That was a kernerator incinerator, and yes, it is exactly as it sounds. Anything that's put in that slot upstairs would end up in this room here. It was an easy way for housekeepers to get rid of waste because the house is so large, you'd have to come all the way to the basement to get rid of waste. So, housekeepers could put any kind of dry waste in that incinerator, close it, it would slide down into the basement where a fire would be waiting to burn it up. If we head upstairs, we have a lot of our regular exhibits that you can come and visit anytime. But we also have access to one of my personal favorite places, the research library. Here is where we keep a lot of the books in our collection, including our collection of old phone directories and books on local history. We have a lot of unique archival materials in this room, including hotel guest registers from Charlie's Hotel and payroll ledgers from the various mines from the early 1910s and 20s. Upstairs on the mysterious 3rd floor is another one of my personal favorites. We have an intricate system of paper and file storage to organize our archives. We have vertical files, including theme boxes, filing cabinets, and bins and drawers for larger paper archives, centered around people, places, and various themes. Up here you'll find all of our photos and paper archives. This is where we house the stories of Kirkland Lake and its community members. And last but not least, we have our own little balcony and some of the best views around. Thanks, Harry. I hope you enjoyed the secret tour, and let us know if you have anything else that you'd like to see. Have you been through the museum 100 times and always wondered what's behind that door? Let us know in the comments and we just might show you. Unless you ask about what's behind that door. We don't talk about what's behind that door. See you next week.